Hey, Kage back again, and today we're gonna look into an article about Payday 3. From what I've heard so far is that Payday 3 is having issues with its multiplayer side of the game. So let's see what's the article about first. As Payday 3's matchmaking issues continue, its developers is looking into adding an offline mode. Developer Starbreeze has seen Payday 3 suffer a disastrous launch with severe online problems sparking a backlash from players. On Steam, the co-op heist shooter currently has a mostly negative user review rating. As of writing on September 26, more people are playing the decade-old Payday 2 than Payday 3 on Valve's platform. While Payday 2 had a lot more time in development, so to speak. Well, not exactly in development, but it's been out, so there's been more bug fixes and so on. So they sort of figured that out. I'm not sure about Payday 2 launch because I wasn't following the game at the time. Maybe at launch it was even good. But I would never suggest somebody to buy a game that requires constant internet connection or that doesn't have a single player mode. At least not until it's out for a while, because then by the time that it's out for a considerable time, most issues regarding the online part of it would be fixed, but that shouldn't be an expectation. First of all, if it's only online, then it should only be functional from day one. It's not like multiplayer is a side content, multiplayer is the content there. So it should work day one instead of launching day one and then people can't even play the game because of how broken the multiplayer is. But yeah, I will never support getting games that have exclusively online connectivity. There's so much that can go wrong with them, and then you don't have access to them. So those who wish to buy it, buy it. Those who don't. Simple as that. I played Payday 2 myself a while back. My issue with it was that in single player there were certain missions that you couldn't do because the AI was not picking up bags, for example. But I hope Payday 3 would have enhanced that, made a single player mode with smarter AI, but yeah, when it came out, no single player mode. Only now that the online is completely busted, they start thinking about adding a single player mode. But since it wasn't even in the plans before, then single player mode will be just something so you can pass the time instead of something that would have been substantial to the game. But oh well. So let's continue. As players' complaints grew more on Sunday, Starbreeze boss Tobias tweeted to address concerns about Payday 3's always online requirements, saying the team is looking at the possibility to add some sort of offline mode. So what went wrong? In an auto-press trumpeting launch, weekend stats of 218,250 concurrent players across all platforms and a peak of 1,347,510 unique players, Starbreeze pointed its finger squarely at its third-party matchmaking partner. Payday 3's matchmaking infrastructure has not performed as tested and expected. Starbreeze's statement reads, matchmaking software encountered an unforeseen error, which made it unable to handle the massive influx of players. The issue caused an unrecoverable situation for Starbreeze's third-party matchmaking partner. A new version of the matchmaking server software was gradually deployed across all regions, leading to improved performance. However, a software update made by the partner during late Sunday introduced instability to the matchmaking infrastructure. The partner continues to work to improve on stabilizing payday3 online system. The issue in question did not manifest during technical betas or early access due to the specificity of rapid user influx and load balancing. Starbreeze is currently evaluating all options, both short and long term. In the short term, this means Starbreeze focuses to ensure the player experience. In the long term, this means evaluating a new partner for matchmaking services and making payday3 less dependent on online services. Then only now you think of making it less dependent on online services when the whole game is made for online? Shouldn't you have thought about it beforehand? Make it more like the second one where you had a single player mode? Or an offline mode, let's call it. Instead of now that the game is broken, nobody has nothing to play, the game is just sitting there. Now you think that in the long term you wish that there is something to do besides online? Nah. There's a new statement from Tobias. We are disappointed in the issues our player base has faced during our launch weekend, but we are confident in our core product and the quality of payday3, and all available metrics point to it. We have a lot of diligent and consistent work ahead of us to regain community's trust, but we will work hard to it. To that end, Starbreeze brought payday3 offline today, September 26, to improve server and matchmaking stability. Payday3 will again go dark this Friday, September 29, for another round of upgrades. I hope they succeed in fixing the issues that the game has with the online problems, and I hope this product works out, because payday2 was nice as a multiplayer game. Single player, yeah, it was kinda mad points because, like I said, of AI. But if they could improve on the AI and make the single player mode as engaging as multiplayer, or as close to the multiplayer as possible, the game could be played single or multiplayer and it wouldn't matter. The game would be good. But it is sadly plagued by the multiplayer issues when there's only multiplayer. Well, now there is also a offline mode, but let's face it, most people play this game because of the multiplayer and not a single player or offline mode. It's nice that it's there, but it's more of a multiplayer game. Personally, I enjoy single player games. Multiplayer games, it depends on what game. Mostly MMOs. But with that, it's like if you're a fan of payday3 or payday series and you were waiting for this for a long time to play with your friends or your family or whatever, then at launch that was near to impossible with the constant disconnections on servers and so on. But let's hope that they fix the issues and the game is playable and the player base gets what they were promised, I guess, what they paid for. And that will be all for me today. See you guys next time.